Hello everyone, I'm Taylor and today I am doing my first Top 5 Wednesday video. This week's category for Top 5 are the top 5 authors that I discovered this year. So in no particular order except for the order that I read these authors in, I'm going to start with the first book that I read this year. I actually don't have it, but I do have the sequel. I read Jenny Han's To All the Boys I've Loved Before book. And then later when this came out, I read that as well. I discovered her just this year, and I absolutely fell in love with her writing style and her stories that she was telling. I have not read her other two series yet, but I kind of want to. If you have read them and you can tell me anything about them, if you liked it or not, you can tell me down in the comments below. So Jenny actually introduced me more into a contemporary type book. And after reading her book, I wanted to read more contemporary novels. And that's when I went to the next book that I had on my shelf that was contemporary, but I actually had not read. And that was Morgan Matson. And the first book I read of hers was Since You've Been Gone. And I fell in love with this story because the main character, Emily, just reminded me so much of myself and how shy I can be. And her story just really lifted me up and made me want to go out and do more things that are outside my comfort zone. And after reading this book, I immediately picked up her other book, Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, and then later this summer I read Second Chance Summer. And if you want to know more about this book, I actually put my thoughts into it in my August wrap-up / summer wrap-up video. If you want to know more about that, I'll link that video down below. The next author that I discovered in my number 3 spot is Robin Snyder, and I've only read her book Beginning of Everything, and I actually really enjoyed this book, and I'm hoping to read more by her. If you have any suggestions, please let me know, because this was actually very refreshing because it was written from a point of view of a male protagonist instead of a female protagonist, and you don't really see that much in YA novels. Then I discovered, well, actually I knew about this author before this year, but I never read her books or wanted to read her books until late spring, and that is Marissa Meyer, and I read her Lunar Chronicles series, well, the first 3 that are out right now, and I am patiently waiting for the 4th book, Winter, and I am so excited for it to come out really, really soon, and I'm hoping that it's just going to be fantastic and blow me away. If you have not read the Lunar Chronicles yet, you must. They are a fantastic book series. And the last author that I discovered this year, I actually had never heard of her until a couple months ago, and that is Colleen Hoover. And I read her book Ugly Love, which is the book that is most recommended most of the time online. And I finished this over the summer. Again, it is in my summer wrap-up video, so check out my thoughts on that. And I bought her book maybe someday, and I'm hoping to read that really soon, because I don't really read that many adult books, and that is considered a new adult series books that she writes, and I really want to venture into that genre more often and expand my horizons on what I'm reading. So that is the top 5 authors that I discovered this year. If you have any authors that you discovered that you want to tell me about, please go ahead and leave those suggestions down below, or any books you want me to read, and hopefully I will get to them if they sound interesting enough. And I will see you guys again with another video. Bye!